Man, where am I at?
You're in Oblivion.
I'm sorry, I don't talk to TV screens that often. What is your Oblivion?
For the rest of your life, Tom Cruise movies 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And then when you're sick of those, Twilight with the Bella and Edward and sparklers and everything. Oliver.
Hey!
Thank God,
right.
Thank God you didn't need mouth to mouth, because you'd have been dead.
Oh, well, then thank God for that, huh?
What happened?
I was watching, I don't know what happened. Anyways, I'm back. So.
Yeah, Phat Guys at the movies. That's Oliver.
That's me.
Yeah, and I'm Ken. Yeah.
Whew.
I couldn't find you. You were nowhere to be found.
I think I was in Oblivion.
Oh, God help you.
And it was not a great experience.
No,
so.
I can understand why.
Wow.
We just suffered through 2 hours and 10 minutes of Tom Cruise. Morgan Freeman was in the movie, but it was all Tom Cruise.
Yeah, it was all Tom Cruise.
And they cloned him 1,000 times over.
We got to saw most directors' nightmare in action.
Yeah.
There was 1,000 Tom Cruises, just a wall of them.
Yes.
And could you imagine having to deal with that as a director?
Oh, I know. I think Morgan Freeman did this because he must be
He only had 20 minutes of screen time.
I think he did it as a favor to Tom Cruise.
I hope they didn't pay Morgan much, because he definitely didn't have to work for about 2 days.
Gosh. So
it was a bit of a slower movie than it was what was advertised.
Slow?
Bit of slower.
Yeah, okay.
It tried more to be a hard science fiction movie. I don't want to give too much away right now. Yeah. We'll go into Ken's review of it first, and mine's going to be kind of short and sweet, but right now we're going to review
Oblivion.
There you have it. Hey, Ken, we're doing the review now.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, movie's over.
Yeah, sorry. Oblivion just got to me, and that's all I could do is go to sleep. Listen, folks, the first hour of this movie kills it. If they'd have cut 30 minutes out of the movie, it might have been salvageable. But the first hour was slow, and at the very end of the movie, Tom Cruise says, "I'm home," and your response is, "Thank God, because that means I get to leave." This movie was, now I'll give it this, the special effects were fantastic. They were well done. Aliens have invaded Earth, and they're trying to steal our resources, and they cloned Tom Cruise, of all people, to be the watch person over the Earth, supposedly, and kill all the humans so that they can take all the resources. That's basically the gist of the story, and Tom Cruise doesn't know he's a clone. I don't think Tom Cruise knows he's a clone in real life. But anyway, so that's basically the gist of the movie. It took them an hour and a half to get you to the point to where you knew what the heck was going on. This was like a nightmare. It was a nightmare. It was slow. It just drug on and on and on. I'm going to give it 2 stars. And here's why I'm giving it 2 stars. And there's only 2 reasons I'm giving it 2 stars. 1, the special effects are good. And 2, Morgan Freeman was in it for 20 minutes. And he did a good job. But other than that, this movie is just bad, slow. I'm going back to sleep. Oblivion.
This is going to be another week where me and Ken totally agree on a movie. He gave it 2 stars, and I'm about in that same area. It was a slow movie. It was tried to be more like a hard science fiction movie. Like recently Prometheus and Moon, more like 2001, more like Sunshine, which was a Danny Boyle film from 7-8 years ago. It was a great movie. It tried to be a hard science fiction movie and did a great job in some areas. I like the way the story played out. It was slow and it did drag on, as hard science fiction movies do. I'm a big fan of those. The problem here was bar none, was acting. Sorry, horrible acting. Tom Cruise should have never been chosen for a vehicle like this. He is not the type of actor to pull it off. I was hoping somewhere in the movie that this Theta 6 would have found traces of Xenu. But, you know, in the end it became clear that was not going to happen. So for my part of the review here, I'm going to give it 2.5 I like the story. I like the special effects. I like hard science fiction. I'm a real sucker for that genre of movies. If they could have gotten a better actor in it, I think this movie could have been a 3, maybe a 3.5. Morgan Freeman's only in it. For you Morgan Freeman fans, he's only in the movie about 20 minutes tops. So don't go see it for that reason. But I'll give it 2.5.
Guys first. Oliver gave it a better rating than me.
I gave it a better rating than you, but I am a sucker for hard science fiction.
Oh, I
like
hard science fiction also.
Those kind of movies. So.
But this is 2001 minus 2000.
Well, I'm not going to put it in that category, but it did remind me of something like Moon from a couple years
2001 minus 2000.
So it's just one.
Yeah.
-1 maybe.
Yeah.
But you know what? Tom Cruise is such a horrible actor, man.
Yeah.
He's so bad.
Yeah.
I mean, he only plays one good thing.
Katie Holmes, you made a good choice.
The only thing the guy has ever done is play a cocky, arrogant guy really well in a few movies.
There's one other thing. There's one other thing that I did kind of like Tom Cruise doing.
What? I'm in love.
Yeah. I can't get all the way up because.
That's going to the archives.
Yeah,
I'm keeping the raw footage on this
The seat
one.
wouldn't let me get up on the seat, okay?
He's talking about the Oprah performance, of course, by Tom Cruise, and we'll call it a performance. And if you don't get the references of Theta 6, Xenu, and Clear, you can look them up. They might be part of some Scientology reference.
Yeah.
You can look that up.
As a matter of fact, when you're watching this movie, it was like being a part of Scientology. Am I really watching this?
There was just a blankness in your mind, wasn't it, for a lot of the movie?
Yeah. So
this director here also did Tron. One thing that did disturb me about the movie, he did Tron Legacy, which I thought was pretty decent.
Tron Legacy was good.
But did you notice that the title soundtrack sounded very similar to
Very
Tron
much,
Legacy?
yeah.
So I think he ripped off his own soundtrack from his last movie. He's only directed 2.
Yeah.
And it sounded just like the Tron music, so that was a little
And there's a
disappointing.
third one coming in the Tron.
No, I mean, I'm a sucker for Tron,
Yeah.
so I thought
Like
Tron
Tron.
was decent.
Yeah.
This was not as good as Tron Legacy.
Now, next week, we're going into a different genre altogether. Mark Wahlberg and Dwayne Johnson in Pain and Gain.
Pain and Gain. Someone just turned the lights out on us.
Yeah. We're in Oblivion.
We're stuck in Oblivion, but we'll finish the review.
Finish it up, but...
Pain and Gain. There we go. The lights are back on. Pain and Gain, which is a true story about some bodybuilders in Miami that got into some shenanigans.
And Dwayne Johnson seems to be kind of wimpy in this one.
Well, I mean, they got Dwayne Johnson and Mark Wahlberg, I think, fit the roles.
Yeah.
So it'll be interesting that it is kind of based on a true story.
Yeah.
You can kind of Wikipedia this thing and see the true story for yourself. But I think it's going to be an interesting movie, and they didn't release it in March, so they must have thought something good about the movie, or release it in February.
It ought to be interesting. I'm kind of looking forward to seeing it because I'd just like to see how that matching will be too.
Yeah.
So next week, Pain and Gain. This week, we're going back to Oblivion.
Yes.
I think it was appropriate that we got the lights cut out on us.
I think so. That's what I felt during the movie.
That's right. So until next week, I'm Ken.
I'm Oliver.
Phat Guys at the Movies. See you later.